Hi, today we're going to talk about relationships again. Most people think that having a great relationship and being happy in a relationship is all about meeting the right person or having the right compatibility. So a lot of people or the compatibility reports astrological and they have perfect compatibility, but things still are not working. And what actually matters even more than finding the right match character-wise to have a great compatibility with a person is actually what capacity the two people have for being happy in a relationship. For instance, you can have a great match, great compatibility with someone, but you as a woman yourself might be quite a pained person. So however great the relationship you are in, because you're a pained person, you'd always bring this to the surface and the other person will mirror back to you, will reflect back to you your own inner pain. So therefore, what is most important, first of all, to check before you check your compatibility with someone else, is to check how actually how happy, what capacity you have for being in a relationship. And now I want to offer you a great report which uses a lot of astrological factors taken again from Vedic and Sanskrit astrology, from ancient texts, that determine if a woman will be happy in a relationship, what a capacity she has to open herself for happy relationship. And of course after that we'll have also a male capacity relationship report, but for now it's for a woman because the consideration for a woman are very different than consideration for a man for being happy in a relationship. And what will make a woman happy in a relationship? Well, it's how feminine she is, and it has nothing to do with appearance. It has nothing to do with how graceful she is or how she moves. Femininity is all about how receptive a woman is. How receptive she is to receiving the good from the man in her life, how receptive she is towards his good qualities, towards his kindness, how receptive she is to love generally. And there are a lot of factors that can stop a woman from being receptive, and this report that I'm offering you will show you exactly this. Some women, they're just unresponsive. They cannot connect on an emotional level with another person, not another person, but more in particular in long-term relationships. Other women are the opposite. They're too emotional, they're over the top, their receptivity is a bit too high, so they're a bit like too jumpy and too reactive, so to speak, sometimes, And some women are, for instance, they're closing themselves from sharing their feelings, There are different types, or they're just pained women that they don't feel happy within themselves. And even if they have the best man in the world, they'll always bring out this pain to the surface in the relationship. And believe me, most of us have at least 2 or 3 different factors that show us why whenever we get in a relationship, the relationship lasts like 3 or 4 years, and we tend to be in painful relationship. We tend to attract men that don't treat us right, or we tend to not show enough feelings, or whatever the problem is. This relationship, female relationship capability report, capacity report will show you. And to be honest, very few women will have no such influences, astrological influences, stopping their femininity, stopping their capacity from happiness in relationship. Most of you will have a few at least. I for once have 2 or 3 different factors that are stopping me from feeling fully happy, So that's why most of us, that's why especially if you're in your 30s, late 20s, in your 40s, and you're still looking for a relationship, there is definitely something in your horoscope that is making relating to others harder, whether it's from a past life, maybe you didn't pay much relationship in past lives, so you're in painful relationship in past lives. This report will actually show you where the problem comes from. Or if you're male and you want to know more about the woman you're interested in, you want to know how open she is to love, how well she can be in relationships. She can be a wonderful professional, wonderful, skillful, intelligent, funny, interesting person. But if she's a pain personality when in long-term relationship, you might want to reconsider, or you might want to be aware how to treat her and how to behave with her so she feels more relaxed and not so tense. Or if she's a pain personality, you can check if your wife or your girlfriend, what is her motivation behind this pain? What exactly drives her to behave in such ways that makes it difficult to be happy in a relationship? Is extremely insightful report, I'm telling you. It's very psychological, it's karmic, it talks about past life sometimes, it talks about psychological issues, and it goes to the root of the problem. Definitely, I keep rereading mine quite often, you know, and I use these techniques as well to help people because it's very much about awareness of who you are, awareness how open you are for love, how feminine you are, how receptive you are to love, you know. And it's once you have this awareness, you can start changing things and you can change your horoscope as well. So please, if you have any problems in relationship, if you're curious to see how open you are to relationship, how easy you connect with, not with generally with people, but in long-term relationship, just order this report from my website astrolada.com. This report is made by my teacher Ernst Wilhelm, and it's based on very ancient methods and coupled with new psychological techniques. Is extremely insightful.